Hey everybody, it's Steve, and no, your eyes do not deceive you. I'm playing a little more Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. Wanted to spend the last few months bringing in some new games on the channel. I'll talk about those as we get into this. Let's start the game and get a colony going. I kind of have an idea of how this one is going to be. I've been thinking about this one for a little while. So, mission sponsor, I was going back and forth between Paradox and SpaceY. I'm actually going to go with SpaceY because of the bonuses you get with the drones, the cheaper resources, and a little bit of extra funding. Massive trade-off in that any rare metals I export are not going to bring in much. I'm only going to get $600 million for a full rocket, whereas everyone with like Paradox, I'd be getting 680 for a full thing, and I don't want to have BSC because I'm going to have them as one of the competing sponsors on this. In fact, I may engineer how this is going to be when it comes to the rival colonies. Logo, we're going to go Don't Panic. Mystery, I am engineering this one. We're going to do Wildfire, and I'll explain that too as we get going. Rival colonies, we're going to have BSC, we're going to have Paradox Interactive, and I think we're going to have the International Mars mission. Reason being is these are the three non-country entity. The IMM is like, it's a bunch of countries put together, but at the same time, Blue Sun Corporation, Paradox Interactive, those are corporations trying to colonize Mars. Game rules. Let's go ahead and set some stuff up. Let's go ahead and do Winter is Coming. Let's do Armageddon. The standards for me. I don't think I need to do Dust in the Wind because of where I'm setting up. I had to kind of like make sure my mods were working for this one. And of course, if you do want to pick up any of the mods, in the description for this video. Oh, Commander Profile. I jumped right over it. I'm going to go with Inventor because it's either that or Futurist. And there's only a 20% difference between Inventor and Futurist. The autonomous hubs does get us a bonus in that is a breakthrough that I'm going to have to start off with. That's going to kickstart my research tab going off here. Prefab buildings, I'm going to bring up a fuel refinery because I kind of need that. And if I need to bring up another rocket right away, I'll go ahead and get a moisture vaporator for that. Only bringing up 4 drones. We get a hey, and we're going to have 2 orbital probes. And since it's been so long since I played this game, the last time I booted this game up was March 3rd, I believe, and I had to go to Reddit to say, hey, why is this game not loading? AdmDuarte posted in my post, do you try turning it off and turning it back on again? So right now, you have a rocket named after you, and I'll most likely be naming a dome or a wonder after you as we go into this. Now, for a landing spot, we're going to the pole. We're going as high north as we can. And I know I can go higher than 66 north. Can I go 71 north? Nope, invalid. I can only go as high as 70. 70 north and 0 west. All right. Challenge is 495. Can I do better? Can I get a little... I don't know, 495 is pretty good. It's not that round 500% number. Not a lot of water at this site, mind you. What if I do 0 east? Just curious. Okay, it does nothing. Let's try 10 west. I want to try to get a little more. Minus 100 C. And I've got cold waves already set to max. Dust storms are at max at this at the poles in this game. I just want to see if I can get like water just to not be... Whoa. Massive drop by going to 20. Okay, let's just check something real quick. Nice. It's down to 450 though. So back up to 495. Not a lot there. I want to try to get dust storms a little bit higher too. Let's go back to 0. Or hang on. How would the South Pole work for this? 485. Concrete's pretty limited. I get some dust devils and dust storms. I was going to have this as a North Pole colony. Let's flip it on its head. Let's be a South Pole colony in this one.
Welcome to Mars.
Alright, so I already got my breakthrough achieved. I already have my low G shaft tunneling done up. There's my mods all set up. I'm gonna do these 4 first. It's kind of a standard for me. Get my robotics, my engineering, my physics working down the tree. Once I get working through social, because I need Drone Swarm. I want to get that one before I drop down a drone hub. Which I don't think I have a drone hub on my rocket, come to think of it. Crap. Alright. And since I've got Below and Beyond active on this one, sorry folks for those who don't like that DLC, I've got an entrance pretty close to where my concrete is. That's helpful. Where's my other entrance though? Oh wow, they're both up here. They're both pretty close to each other, so I could actually get both elevators set up. Level this area out. High chance for water here. Damn. Okay, I'm actually gonna probably bring up a pod or another rocket right now because I do have a drone hub. Okay, 4 drones, drone hub, fuel refinery, Sterling generator. I don't have a. Yeah, let's go and bring up another cargo rocket because I'm gonna need an RC commander. I'm gonna need a moisture vaporator. This is kind of a no-brainer for me. And then from there, I'll bring up 10 orbital probes. And I don't want to put anything down on the planet just yet. I want to actually see where the stuff is coming. Wow, IMM. Suck it, please. Man, they're already trying to jump ahead of me on some stuff. Yikes. But I do want to make sure that my RC commander, I probably should have brought 2 up if I'm totally honest. A lot of metal on the ground, but I gotta have more metal to harvest, so obviously run my machine parts factories. I gotta have some rare metals to pull too. Nano refinement would be a bitch and breakthrough to get early on in the game. 2 big cold areas. Already got our first meteor coming down here. This is gonna be very, very interesting on how I'm gonna play this. While we're waiting for the other rocket to show up, I do want to talk about the games that I've been playing in the last few months. I know you haven't been watching them because I've seen the numbers on those videos. On Mondays, I'm working through the Command & Conquer Generals campaign. I'm almost done with a GLA campaign. The time I'm recording this one, I think I've got 1 mission still left to come out. And then I'm working on the USA campaign and then going through 0 Hour. On Tuesdays, I'm working on Railgrade. It's a game I put out in a flash poll back in April. I absolutely love the game. It's kind of an obsession for me right now. It's something that I really enjoy playing. They dropped a new campaign recently. I think it was in a June update. They added an actual extra campaign to the game, so I've started working on that, as well as my series showing you how to get the best rank on a bunch of the maps. Wednesdays, working through StarCraft 2 in the Heart of the Swarm campaign, and on Thursdays, I'm working through Tempest Rising, which is a kind of a Command & Conquer clone. Let's be totally honest here.
Milestone achieved.
Boom, got the water first. Okay, no rare metals up here. That's kind of a problem. I'm going to have to do something else to get electronics. There's a breakthrough, though, up here, so... Seriously, no rare metals? There we go. Alright. This is not a bad spot to set down, especially for a dome. I could put a dome here, have my 2 sites being able to pull materials to make metals and rare metals. I've got a bunch of research up here. We know the underground entrance is up here, and the underground water deposit is pretty shit. Conversely, I could go over here for this Vista boost. But I do like the idea of putting this rocket kind of down in this area, because I think this is going to be where a dome's going to go up. Wait, hold up, there's no concrete here. Shoot. I might have to set up over here. That's actually not a bad spot. This is not a bad location, actually. We're going to bring both rockets down. Alright, let's go ahead and drop down the standard stuff. So let's go ahead and get our Universal Depot down. Gonna put that right about there. Go gather metals. Because I do want the dome to kind of go in this area. We can pull materials, do a lot of this. And I think... yeah. I like it. Oh, yeah, hang on. And bring that rocket down over here, because I do need to get that moisture vaporator down to the ground, too. Let's go ahead and get my Sterling gen up. I have access to our moisture vaporator. gonna put that there. Run our first cables right there, and we're gonna put a happy little fuel refinery right next to that. If it says not enough power, it's like you have power. Alright, cool. That's not working, that's totally fine. Son of a... I meant to get an RC Explorer, not an RC Commander. Honestly, extra resources is really helpful in the early game, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. Bring that down over here, call myself a dumbass for bringing the wrong thing down. Let's actually go Supply Pod, RC Explorer. I'm just going to spend the cash and just bring up a Supply Pod for it. We can go to salvage this. That's going to get us the metals we need to do that. But conversely, I can also... yeah, he's actually in a good spot right there. You are still not done. Wow, dude. Once we get this set up, I can start fueling these rockets, but I will also prioritize the Admiral, and I'll deprioritize the Dragon, because I want to make sure that this rocket gets its due diligence first. And we start getting that. Hey, bring it on back. You've got it all. Let's go. You got work to do, mate. Alright. I got 2 keys. That's going to kick the research down a little bit. Always helpful. I got 3 beakers, a breakthrough, and I got my underground right here. Don't want to be going into the underground just yet, for obvious reasons. I don't want to bring down the, It's been a bit of play, but I do not want to get some power storage going. I've got the extra polymers for this. I don't have the concrete for this. Yeah, I'm already making mistakes early. Let's actually get my concrete extractor going right now. Yeah, let's kind of put it here. There we go. I don't know how close that one was when it came down. Right, just go ahead and just scan that breakthrough for me real fast, please. I'm gonna move this guy up here, just so he's kind of in range to assist on this stuff. You can go run back up here, go grab some more metals. And we'll use the concrete to get my power accumulator going. Obvious reasons. Open her up. First concrete will go over here. We'll get that built up. Not doing with the underground right now, but let's see. Got the first 6 fuel going. Gonna be keeping busy for a bit. I do think I'm gonna have to put a pad down. Where to put a pad though? This colony is definitely gonna be a hodgepodge until I can get my vision set up for it correctly, because I do like the idea of flattening this area out.
Breakthrough discovered. Research complete.
Holy shit!
Milestone achieved.
Holy shit! Nano refinement's already available. That's perfect, because I'm gonna need a lot of materials here. I'm actually gonna put Explorer AI up here too, because that's gonna give me more to work with. Wow. I have so many people I want to thank. I got the breakthrough I wanted right out of the gate, which is super duper helpful, because there's only 300 concrete here. There's only 260 here. There's only 430 over here. There's only so close to being the evil amount of metals here. Having access to that in the long term, kind of helpful. Over here, the rare metals, not a lot of it, but I still have about 600 I can harvest from. The downside of this colony spot is there's no vista. I'm going to take what I can get at this point with it. But, whew, okay. We're doing the good. And then, yeah, I want to wait till this guy's fully fueled. The rate we're going here, let's see, it's 12 per day. It's going to take about 3 days to get him done up. And for a dome, wow, I'm already short. Well, I'm short on polymers, of course, to get my power accumulator going here. Let's go ahead and I see I'm going to need a waste rock dump site. Let's go ahead and put a large dumping site over here. It's going to be a happy little dumping site.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren
Fuel compression, higher
environs of the
shelving
red planet than
vaporators,
meets
low G
the
drive,
eye.
low G turbines.
A ver-
I need fuel, not fuel compression. That's always a good one to get. I'm going to grab that other key before I forget. Bring one down over here. I want to get, if I can get the fuel compression, meaning the rockets take less fuel to take off. Boom. That's another milestone for me. But once again, we're in that early stage of the colony where we're just waiting for stuff to come on through. Oh, noes. Wow, the game is trying to kill me early today. Can you, like, put the, like, the, yeah, thank you. Just set the metal somewhere and get the hell back to work. Just trying to see if there's any polymers on the ground here. Nope, nope, nope. Wow.
Anomaly analyzed.
A lot up here, actually.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye.
So here's my drone swarm. And I do want to get drone swarm too, so we'll go ahead and pull that one off. How much cash am I sitting on? I'm sitting on a lot of cash. I'm not going to outsource though. There is that urge to, like, oh, go ahead and outsource while you can. I've got 4 beakers, so in theory I've got between 4,000 and 6,000 research. Early game, I'm always of two minds on this, and when I had my issues with getting the game set up today, I discovered I have over 500 hours in this game, and I always go back and forth when it comes to when to use these. It's great to use it when you have a breakthrough or a technology you really need to get right away. And with the mystery that we have, we're gonna need a farm dome, and we're gonna need to have the ability to do the research to get the curtados back to Earth. And the reason I'm doing this at the pole is because I want to give the gifts to the people. And doing my bad Bane impression. Well, it's the Harley Quinn version of Bane than anything else. But I like the idea of having...
Research complete.
Yep, there's Explorer AI. Boom, nailed it. Alright, there's drone hubs. Again, I gotta get drone swarm done. Wait, hang on. Yeah, and Mars crowdfunding would let me do the outsourcing. So that's why I'm gonna go grab this other beaker right now. Alright, 25 of 35. And I can't remember what the cut down is on these rockets, on the Dragon rockets, to reduce, for it to take off that much faster. They're full up again? Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and put a... I'm gonna put a concrete depot down here, and next to it's gonna be a metals depot. Just because we are gonna have a metals extractor over here. It's just gonna be needed. Okay. Now that's going. I'm gonna grab one. Wow. I actually do have the metals to do a solar array. But I just want to put a single solar panel here. It's going to produce 5 during the daytime hours.
Complete.
Thank you, game. Yeah, I'm burning through these ones. Mars crowdfunding's coming down. I'm going to go ahead and do the outsourcing just to get that one done that much faster. With this, though, I can close up my Stirling generator and start saving the few polymers that I have. Now we're just going to be pulling 5 out of this, and we've got 40 hours of fuel available on that. You ready to go? You're almost there. Nice. Alright, beaker. Don't have anything else right now. Yeah, because both eyeballs will just take me into the underground, and I don't want to go underground just yet. Next video.
Dust storm approaching.
Holy, oh my god.
Sector
Hey,
scan.
remember sensor towers? those things are kind of fucking helpful. I totally forgot that I don't have, that I didn't put out any, of these guys. That's a massive El Turbo on my part. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. I need a wind turbine. Just a single wind turbine. You're good to go? Get out.
Milestone achieved.
I wanted to make sure that rocket left before, because I didn't want any, I didn't want any other problems. Slight problem now, we have no water production. And I now have a rocket that needs fuel to leave. Okay. And that's confirmed. I got drone swarm done. Yep. Mars Initiative is going to increase my research, which is going to be increasing the speed on these guys. I don't think I need low G high-rise right away then now. Polymer blades, very helpful. We're going to need farms. That's an upgrade I'm going to need eventually, but not right this second. Yeah, let's pivot and do that. Alright. I like the idea of having this here. One thing that I know I'm going to run into, once I get this colony going a little bit more, is this. The underground and the elevator can control drones, but it's kind of shit at its job. I'll say it. Let's get another concrete extractor going over here. We'll put him there. And we'll drop our drone hub in up here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to set him in actually right here. He's getting right there. We're going to get a bunch of drones going.
Resources are low.
Agreed.
Sector scanned.
Oh. Damn, we already scanned everything out. Okay. There we go. I'm not worried about the stuff down here yet. And now we have a drone hub, which means I can start putting down some... Right. I don't have autonomous hubs found yet. That's further down one of the... I think it's down robotics. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I kind of need to power all of my sensor towers. And I'm not going to be running cables out for that. That's just foolish for me to do that. We'll start planning our dome. Basic dome.
Research complete.
We're going to run into problems. Because here's my water. I have one vaporator, which, hey, what do you know? It goes to the fuel refinery. There's buildable areas down here. I'm going to bring this guy back. Alright, dust storm's over. So we're producing. But I need water for my dome. And once I start putting farms in, I'm going to need water for that. I have one water production right now. And I really don't want to spend a bunch more money to bring more vaporators down from Mars, or down from Earth. I'm feeling a little crazy, because if I go into the underground and I find water down there, how much does this thing cost? 80, 20, and 10. Yeah, stuff I can afford, but I'm not gonna. We don't have the polymers for this, so this dome's going to be uncompleted for a while. But I do want to get the dome built. And I could also just as easily do a micro dome. But if I'm going to build the dome, I'm going to build the dome. Let's do it correct. We're going to have the ability to do mining. It's unfortunate we have no polymers that have been located so far.
Research complete.
Fuel compression, that increases. There's my advanced Martian engines, by the way. Let's actually queue that up. I do want to get an AME research because I only have 8 fuel right now, and I could get myself into a situation where I'm rationing the water and not producing as much. Yeah, we're just gonna need the polymers for this. That's all we have. That's all we have to do for this. Minor deficit of power in the overnight hours. That's fine. Oh, I was gonna put out a pad. Yeah, I'll put it there. I do want to build this up so I can maybe do some trades. And the nice thing is BSC, as I pick them as one of my rivals up here, I can use them to fund my operation a little bit. Also, makes it a lot less harder to dust these things up. I could bring up a load of polymers. Could just bring up a full, full of them. In fact, let's go crazy. Cargo rocket. Don't need. Do need. Because I'll send him underground. Bring 2 of them up. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need any of that. That'll be the play. Oh, and of course, I need to put a sensor. Well, this isn't built yet. I was going to drop a sensor tower on top of it. Alright. Explorer 1 is going to stay on the surface. Explorer 2 is going to head down into the underground.
Sector scan.
And depending on when that rocket gets here, which is looking like it's going to get here pretty dang fast, I think we need a chance to send him downstairs before I wrap up the video. Sponsor, Explorers. The Explorers are going to go up by... We're going to get extra 80 on this. Yeah, we're going to be fine. Yeah, we'll get AME done. Note, I've done nothing in Recon Expansion, Terraforming, Biotech. Early game, ignore them. Just... If you're doing the terraforming, if you have that goal of doing like the 100% terraforming by Sol 100 or 200, you can. It's not what I'm going for here. Alright. Oh, I totally forgot about the autonomous hubs. I gotta put this anywhere. It doesn't need to be attached to a power grid. It can go any fucking where it wants. I could put them all over the map. And they just talk to each other. It'd be cool. I should have brought up food with this rocket now that I think about it.
Resources are low.
A power issue? I didn't see what popped up there. Uh-oh.
Research complete.
AME's done. How are you doing on fuel? Oh my god. You need 15 fuel to take off? Alright. I'm going to go ahead and turn off fuel here, because obviously if something hits that, I am fucked with a capital fucked. Bring this guy down here. I was not expecting it to go down to 15 fuel. I'm totally fine with this. This guy's immediately going to get dusted, I think. No, he didn't. Cool beans. Alright. Explorer 2. Go do that, please. And we don't need that right now. But I do want to put down another vaporator right there. Be happy little vaporator. We got our dome going up. Note, I have no oxygen production over here. Whoops. Yeah, I'll put him right there. Yeah, so we're gonna need another achievement. What do I want to have? Research. We're gonna get a research boost here in a moment. I think I want it to be... Actually, maybe the elevator. I'm gonna put the elevator at the top, because once this dome's done, we get that boost.
Research complete.
Boom.
Milestone achieved.
500 research, and we got him done. Awesome. We'll need the recon center eventually. And that actually pushes us back towards low G turbine physics. Obviously, keep it off. Don't need it right now. But if I now choose to, I can build the elevator on top of this. Let's go into the underground real fast. Alright, and my logo, I will shift it
Anomaly
for
found.
further videos. We got a super deep site here. 4,200. I was really hoping I was going to find water nearby. We got our first collapsed tunnel, and now that we're down here, let's see what we can find. You can click around.
Research complete.
Bottomless pit. That's a good one. We got 15 drone prefabs. Oh, I always forget about this. I always forget about the mission goals. Generating 100 power gets me an atomic accumulator prefab. Refueling a rocket the same day it lands. Super easy, by the way. 15 drone prefabs. Research 8 engineering technologies. We'll get 20 workaholic engineers. Analyze 7 planetary anomalies. $2 billion. Have 3 biorobotics workshops. We get 10,000 flat research. That's pretty kick-ass. All right, so we know we got the bottomless pit. What else we got?
Anomaly found.
It's a series of tubes.
Anomaly found.
All right. So we got the bottomless pit. It's very hard to... Oh. Get something over here, maybe? Bottomless pit's good. Ancient artifact would be amazing. Oh. Right. We got the research cooperation. And the bottomless pit lab will be very helpful. Alright, what do we get down here? We got rare metals, machine parts, and metals. Nice. Let's pop up topside. Yeah, power is a bit of an issue. I do actually need we need tanks. We do an O2 tank, and we'll do a water tower. We'll go ahead and open you up. Actually, no. Let's do more wind turbines. Wind turbines are the way to go here. I'm on a higher elevation, so I might as well use this to my advantage. Yeah, we'll do that. We're not sending you off just yet. Not helpful. Project Lyric. Project Alpha. Oracle. That sucks. Let's unpack all those prefabs, and we're going to send that rocket off to do one of these things. I'm over time, but it's been a while since I've played, so what the hell. Admiral, on your way. Okay, so we know we got the bottomless pit, and Ancient Artifact would be the best one to get here.
Found.
I'm really hoping it's not Cave of Wonders, because Cave of Wonders kind of sucks. The Jumbo Cave's okay.
Research complete.
Yeah, we found the bottomless pit already. Yeah, we got those anomalies. Those are going to be helpful for us.
Resources are low.
Oh, derpo. Would be helpful if I actually connected this thing. I've got a surplus of water. I got a surplus of O2.
Analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets
Nice. Lots more stuff. There's the autonomous sensors. We'll queue that up because we need that. And we'll need the analyzed telescope data, and I'll go ahead and queue up the nano refinement. Pop downstairs.
Anomaly found.
Obviously, I don't want to lose this guy. If he gets trapped by a cave, and I'm going to feel really stupid. My words. Okay. Ooh, got a first autosave. Oh, wait, that's not the first autosave. On Soul 11. Okay. There's got to be more than... Wait, did I click over here yet? No, nothing over here. I'm amazed. Like, usually you can click around and find the thing you're looking for. I'm just not able to right now.
Anomaly found.
Another key. Man, a rare anomaly pickup would be awesome before we wrap up this video, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I found the other entrance. Weird, I found the other entrance before I found anything else. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Collapsed tunnel. Another collapsed tunnel. The hell? There's a lot of collapsed tunnels over here. Alright, I think we're going to have to explore this next video.
Meteor shower incoming.
Super problems. I could bring up the electronics to bring down the cache to do the high-speed comm satellite. It's a great technique you can use. Let's actually do that. We're going to bring down some electronics next video. We're going to have the fuel we need. And we're going to go ahead and do some cool stuff and kickstart this colony. I'll probably bring down my first passengers in the next video too. But once the autonomous sensors is researched, definitely next video. I got to get some extra stuff going over here. That's going to wrap it up though. We've got our first basic colony set up. I could turn this on. I could start doing stuff with it. You can read that if you want to. But for now, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. All videos that come out on the channel. Thank you for watching. Once you're done with this, please go explore some of the other games that I've put out on the channel over the last 3 months. I really enjoy playing them, and I really want you to enjoy watching them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's send this rocket back to Earth to end the video.